Hello everybody and welcome to Gene's Reviews. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please think about it and make sure you tap that bell icon so you'll be notified every single time that I upload a new video. Also, if you want to watch, if you don't mind, please watch this video all the way to the end. That way it helps YouTube and they'll push my video out a little bit more. Okay, we're going to do one today from a channel called Haunted 5. This is six scary ghost videos giving you trust issues. Kind of a weird title, but let's check it out.
A lady was out late one evening and was getting into her car to head home. She parked across the street from a Roman Catholic church, and when she peered inside, something captured her attention. She had always heard strange rumors about this particular church growing up, but never paid much attention to the gossip. She had heard the church was haunted, along with being the site of satanic rituals when the doors were closed to the public. She assumed these rumors were simply superstitious tales, and assumed everyone was just trying to scare her. When she was about to pull out of her parking space, she noticed something in the window that made her question what she had been told.
What is that, dude? Why
I can't tell what that is.
Why on earth would it be moving?
Now it's gone. There it is. Now it's up again. Gone. Up. It almost looks like a light or something.
Makes absolutely no sense for some reason. Oh, there you are. Hello. Welcome to Earth.
I don't know what that is.
Welcome to Crazy Town. Just apparently where I live now. Crazy Town.
Just moments into the video, we can see a translucent shape that appears to be the head of a human. The mysterious figure can be seen leaning and moving around near the front of the church. Based on how late the video was recorded, it's safe to say the church was closed at this time. Since she didn't approach the front doors, it's difficult to say whether the figure's full body was hidden behind the counter. Paranormal or not, the footage is definitely creepy.
I don't know. It's such bad footage, you can't tell anything from that.
Late one evening, a security guard was outside of a business when he noticed something peculiar across the street. Unsure if his eyes were playing tricks on him, he asked around to see if anyone else saw the same thing. To his amazement, a few others mentioned they witnessed the same thing he did. They were all convinced they saw an elderly lady across the street who seemed to vanish into thin air. One of them decides to run across the street to see if there were any notable signs of her, or what may have confused them into thinking it was a woman. Luckily, one of the friends continued to film because they soon got the scare of a lifetime.
Someone was walking by, bro, and they just disappeared when they got by the tree.
Un guardia de seguridad se dirige al lugar donde su compañero asegura que vio algo.
There was a lady walking, and she just disappeared in the sidewalk.
It'll be La Llorona.
Inspecciona el lugar, pero no ve a nada y a nadie.
What the fuck? I know you guys didn't believe me, but somebody walking by.
Well, are you going to show it? Or do we just have to take your word for it?
¿Qué pasó, güey? Oh, right there, mira. Ahí va saliendo.
there.
What the fuck? Mira.
That's just a shadow.
What the hell? Salió de un hoyo, güey, no mames. Mira. Ahí va. What the fuck? What is that? ¿Qué es eso, güey? Es la Llorona, güey. No mames. Mira.
As the security guard runs over, he doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary. That would all change when a few cars were coming down the road, and a small hunched-over shadow figure seemed to manifest against the brick wall. As we watch the footage closely, there doesn't appear to be any cuts, which makes it difficult to debunk.
Yeah.
Based on the crowd's reaction, this event was truly bizarre.
That is
Eventually,
really weird.
the hunched-over figure makes its way down the street.
The more you watch it,
Did they
the weirder
capture
it
authentic
is.
paranormal activity, or something else entirely?
No, I think that could be something. Could be fancy editing though, too.
A few weeks ago in Bend, Oregon, a couple was relaxing in their yard when they both noticed something mysterious in the night sky. It was around 9 p.m. when the sight of various bright lights in the sky startled them. Based on the original post, they mentioned that the lights were amber orange, and they oscillated between a triangular shape and a straight line. To make the experience even more creepy, they mentioned that they were completely silent. Many people in the comment section also mentioned they saw something similar in the sky above the Pacific Northwest.
More weird lights. Anomalies in the sky.
As we focus our attention towards the night sky, we can see 3 incredibly bright lights flying in unison.
And then 2
Down
others.
towards the bottom left, we can also see another light trailing but maintaining the same distance. A few people mentioned that it could have been lanterns, since they were not giving off any perceivable noise. Based on the footage, there doesn't appear to be anything solid in between the triangular shape, so it's safe to say they are 3 separate crafts. While many people were quick to claim they captured an extraterrestrial craft, the few skeptics were certain it was simply military drones.
Could be. Could just be drones. But then again, if it's aliens...
A woman named
it
Jem
wouldn't make
lives
any
in Florida
noise,
with
maybe.
her family, and recently has been experiencing strange activity. Whenever she was at home, she'd often hear strange sounds coming from her attic. She was under the impression her attic was properly sealed off, so she had no idea who or what it could have been. Her security camera by the front door would often get triggered by movement, but she could never find anything on the recorded footage. This would all change one afternoon when she began to hear loud noises coming from the attic once again and looked outside her front window. What she witnessed sent chills up her spine.
An animal? Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh.
Just moments into the video, we can see a small hand coming out of the attic. Not long after, a much larger hand with long claws leaves the viewer quite startled. Based on the size of the claws, the homeowner had no idea what the creature could have been. Eventually, she called animal services to see if they could investigate the situation.
I don't know of any animal
When
with
they
claws like
arrived
that.
and looked up in the attic, they discovered it was a mother raccoon who was looking after her 6
okay.
babies. While many people are satisfied with that answer, there are several who insist the size of the claw was from no raccoon, and a much
I think
larger
it is.
creature
I think
is
it's a
lurking
raccoon.
nearby.
I think it's the raccoon. What do you think? Let me know in the comments.
At 2 in the morning, a few friends were walking through the forest when they happened to come across a railroad track. They soon heard a train slowly approaching and thought it would make for some good photos and videos. They captured several types of videos, but one in particular left them truly unsettled. One of the friends was on the track and recording the train pulling away when something compelled him to turn around and capture the opposite view. When he faced away from the train, a brief flash of light caught his attention, but it was so dark he couldn't make out what it was. When he was home later that night, he increased the brightness and was stunned by what he captured.
Okay. Train goes by. Oh.
As the cameraman turns and faces opposite of the train, he captures a dark humanoid figure crossing the railroad
Right.
tracks.
You see
They
the
were in a
leg go
very
right
remote
over it.
location in the woods, and they are convinced the odds of them running into another human were quite low. Due to the minimal lighting, it's difficult to make out any distinct features. While they believe they captured something paranormal, the skeptics are convinced it was simply another person. Paranormal or not, the footage is definitely creepy.
A lot of creepy stuff in Appalachia. We saw that from the last video.
Over the winter, a man was noticing mysterious activity around his property. It all started when he began to see strange lights in the sky, hovering just over the lake. His property backs up to a large body of water, and he claims most of the activity centers around the water. He chose to set up a security camera facing the backyard, just in case something unusual took place. When he talked about some of the eerie encounters to his friends and family, most of them didn't take him too seriously. He figured if he caught the strange lights near the lake on camera, then he'd truly have some proof. One evening, when it was unusually quiet, he got a notification on his camera that motion was detected nearby.
Off to the left. Looks almost like someone walking there. Are those eyes like an alien or something? It looks like a gray. Or is it pareidolia? Am I just seeing things?
After a few moments, we can begin to see a bright light forming in the upper left. The original creator
Right there.
mentioned that this location is out on the lake, which made the event more creepy. Eventually, the source of light turns into what appears to be a humanoid figure. Many people in the comments section mentioned that he may have captured an angel or extraterrestrial,
Oh, okay,
while
now I
many
see it
skeptics
up
are
on
under the
top.
assumption it was simply a floodlight. To this day, he is still uncertain what he captured, and the strange light remains a mystery.
I don't know. That's kind of weird, but I still find it kind of interesting. That last one, I think, is one of the best ones. That and the lights that were in the sky, but I think they were probably just drones. Let me know what you thought of that in the comments down below. And if you stayed here till the end, thank you very much. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And now it's time for a joke. I was going to tell a time traveling joke, but nobody liked it.